FYI right now, and here we are, the three of us. We are with FYI, and we will be discussing about our experiences that we had on the really viral content of Sarahah. Sorry, I actually said
Sarahah, yeah.
So we are not quite sure how it's exactly pronounced, because we have had people who said, people who are fluent in Urdu and all, who said that it's pronounced as Sarah, but it's spelled as Sarahah, so we'll stick to that. And first of all, let's talk to Neha, who has used Sarahah for a very long time. So what has your experience been like?
I think my experience has been really good because I did not get any negative comments for like abhi tak. I think it has been 4-5 days.
You're probably the first person
I haven't received a single message. I don't know why, but I think most of them were proposals only.
fan for
Which is yeah, but I think my experience was good because a lot of people I know and I don't talk to them on regular basis. I know who are they, and they also know that I got to know because I always message them that is that you, and then they confess that yeah, it was me. So
but then that defeats the purpose of the app.
I know,
You're
but maybe this app is acting like a push to some people who are not able to express how they actually feel. But I feel I'm lucky maybe because I have a lot of good people around me, because I've seen a lot of people who are getting so much negativity on this app.
Especially girls, like I have a lot of friends who have been slut shamed so badly, and then it's not only slut shamed, body shamed rather. People are commenting about their figure, their you know, the kind of things about their character or how many relationships they have been with, which guy they are sleeping and things like that. They have been asking very personal questions, and then for someone who is who faces self-esteem issues, I think this app is quite problematic for such people, because then you know it affects with your psychology. You think about those questions, you think whether you are a bad person or not, you think is there something that I'm doing wrong.
So this was Sanjana, by the way. I was also with FYI, and we wanted to add a male perspective so that this thing doesn't get too feminine. Okay, I'm going to get back on that. This is Ganesh. He's with India Today. And what has your experience been like on Sarahah?
Well, I haven't received that many messages so far. I think like most people, I joined because I was curious. I think you know, most people are trying to get on the app to get to know things that people normally won't talk to them about. But it can be quite damaging, I think, because under the cover of anonymity, people feel they can say things that they wouldn't dare say. I'm pretty sure you guys have already been talking about that. While I haven't been on the receiving end of any abuse, I think...
What kind of messages did you get?
Well,
were they very
the
personal?
whole point of the app is anonymity. Why should I tell you?
Oh no,
You're sharing it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not asking what questions did you ask. I'm just asking.
Well, I'm kidding. I mean, I got one very nice message from one of my former students. I got one message that can be construed as, you know, maybe criticism of my personality, but nothing very serious at all. And I haven't messaged anyone on the group yet. So there you go.
See, the thing what I feel is, while it does give bullies an edge because it comes with anonymity, but at the same time, if you're talking about bullying and abusing people, that can also be done on Facebook or on Twitter, because anybody can open if they really want to disturb you, they can do it from a fake account or get I mean, bullying has been around before even social media came around. People could call you up on your landline or call you from an unknown cell phone number and bully you if that was the purpose. Anonymity has always been around. But as for Sarahah, it does have a negative edge to it, but at the same time it has not been that damaging. I mean, it is not killing people. And as for like, if I'm using Sarahah, and someone sends me a very negative message that is really bothering me, I do have the advantage to block that person or report that person, because even though I don't have his contact details, Sarahah like nobody has to create an account, but there will be things like IP address, or if it's really that damaging, if it's threatening, for example, I think that person can be traced down by some means.
And also one thing I feel is good about this app, that you can share a response to that bully also.
Yeah.
You can put your opinion about
You're
what
less
he
scared.
thinks or she thinks.
Yeah,
that this is how am I, and then you can tell that person that this is not am I am sorry, and then that person would maybe think the next time before bullying someone else.
I think there's another side to it, which is so I'm not on that app, but
Why are you not on that app?
I think it's bullshit.
I agree.
Because there's already so much hate. I'm on Twitter and I'm very active on Twitter, and there's already so much hate. Why would anybody want to indulge or be a participant of that?
See, like according to that, as someone who has used this app for a very long, not very long time, but I've used it from
Day one, yeah.
Like if you go through Twitter, if someone has posted a viral content and you see the comments on it, there is like chances are that you'll have 9 bad comments to 1 good comment. Whereas in Sarahah, the common trend was people were actually receiving good messages. It was sometimes narcissistic, yes, sometimes it was just maybe friends just boosting your ego, and sometimes it was even like your female friends actually posing as men and sending you stupid messages, proposal messages.
Yeah,
But it made you feel good. So
This is one
while
thing.
there is bullying, there is also it's also helping. I think
Like you mentioned about the male-female part, there's one thing that I've seen, that men think that it's usually their male friends who are giving them compliments, or saying भाई तू बहुत hot है या ऐसा कुछ वो है. मतलब I don't know if it's got anything to do with the confidence
No,
they
but
have.
this happens a lot of guys
Or it
are
actually
getting
happens.
messages.
What's your take on that?
Well, I think you're giving me some ideas. No, I think it's possible. I mean, because it's all anonymous, I think guys might just choose to screw around with their friends.
Would you want to do
But-
that?
Not particularly, but I guess it could be fun. But I think also that many of these messages might actually be quite genuine. While we're on that subject, there's an interesting question to ask. I don't know if you guys have touched on it already. Do you think the app is more popular with girls than it is with boys? Do we have some statistics on that?
Not really,
I
but
think so, but at least on my Facebook page, I have seen equal amount.
It's equal.
It's equal.
But guys are getting weird messages which they think are not genuine, and girls are just getting proposal messages.
We have a question. What's the worst message other than abuses that you've got?
We have a question from one of our
Comments.
viewers. Can you just repeat that question louder?
What's the worst message other than abuses you've got?
first message.
I got a threat personally. I got this. I don't know who it is. It's a person who texted me something like, "I'll just read it."
Meanwhile, probably you can tell us what is it.
I just got proposal. I got nothing else.
Probably that's why guys are using
4
it.
days ago, I got this message which said, "I hope you got your stun gun in your bag." I don't know if it's a friend messing around, if someone is really trying to threaten me. It did bother me a little for a while, but then I forgot about it. So yeah, that
What
was
about
one
you?
of the
Did you get any controversial / hate / offensive?
No, I mean, the worst thing that was said to me was "you're pretentious," but that's pretty much it. It hasn't been that bad so far.
I think even other than bullying, which is one of the negative things, I think another thing that Sarahah, and even though I use it myself, I'd say this, but another bad thing that it's coaxing is narcissism. Like you are obsessed with people.
I remember you were
Yeah,
one of
I mean,
them.
I agree. The first time it happened, the first day I joined, and I like in the first 1-2 hours, I received some like flow of proposals and stuff. So it did, like, you know, it made
Boosted
me,
you up.
boosted me up, and I was so excited. But then when I thought about it, and it was actually like slightly depressing to think that an app has the power to make me so
That's what,
self-obsessed.
yeah, a lot of my friends told me that, you know, they have been receiving constructive messages and their confidence, like, they have boosted their confidence because they received good like compliments and people were talking about their personality. Some of them even pointed out the flaws they have. But the point is, if you're complimenting someone, why can't you just compliment them on their face? Why do you need this whole like anonymity to compliment someone?
Anonymity gives you the courage.
Exactly.
To compliment someone, you're probably making someone's day. You're making someone happy. Hate messages, okay, I understand. Probably even if I let's say don't like her, even I would. Yeah, I would not want to, you know, tell that to her on her face. But with compliments, I really don't understand.
I think that is why that is the thing. That's a whole it will be a very huge discussion to think about why people resort to anonymity when it comes to good things. Because the very fact that a larger amount of people are going through Sarahah to give a compliment instead of just going directly means that people are not comfortable even saying
good things to each other.
Yeah. I mean, just how would you feel a random guy comes to me, you know, I really like it when you wear that.
Or maybe
You will find it creepy,
Yeah,
but someone anonymous saying this to you, you call it constructive. I mean, but even the way you approach.
Yeah, but also the app is not actually being used for only constructive messages. Like I mentioned, girls have been slut shamed, body shamed, and people have been talking about them, their character, and things like that. And even those women I've seen are indulging in that hate. So they take a screenshot, they reply there. Like there are good chunky paras of replies that I've seen that they're indulging in the same kind of things that they're getting. They're indulging in the hate. They're calling people out and saying that, you know, I'm not like this. I understand that you want to clarify, you want to justify that I'm not a bad person or so. But then I think it's also a waste of time because you're thinking about things that probably you don't have, as in you're not that flawed, but someone's comment will trigger something in your head and you don't know that. And people who are dealing with self-esteem issues, who have low self-esteem, I think it will have a quite negative impact on their psychology.
That of course has a connotation there. But again,
Like you mentioned
I
that.
wanted to come back to something that you pointed out, this cult of narcissism. I think it's a feature of social media in general, isn't it? Like even
it's just boosting it to a higher level.
it does, but then even something like, you know, posting a status on Facebook. I mean, how many times have we, you know, okay, maybe we don't do it just for this, but how many times have we thought about, you know, how many likes might this get, or who exactly might react to this, or
Yeah, I think social media exists. Like, it feeds on narcissism as much as it does on bullying.
and seeing that little red the notification thing on Facebook,
Yeah.
it's addictive. You check your phone once in a while to see if something has
Against the
happened.
whole blue black
That's
background, that red things really,
Yeah.
the red notifications.
I think that's all Facebook is sort of all about, that you post something happy or happening about your life, and then people comment and you get a kick out of it. And you know, if you go through your timeline, you probably think that you party so much and you're popular if you get so many likes. Like there was this trend when I was in school. There was this huge thing that if a girl gets 200 likes, she's like one of the beautiful and prettiest. Yeah, she's the queen bee of the batch.
200 is a small number.
Yeah, these days I'm out of Facebook, so I don't know. But there was a time that 200 was.
But at least on Facebook, when you're putting up your status, it's you promoting yourself or you advertising. But if someone else is like adding to it, or something, and the basic use of Sarahah is like someone will message you anonymously and you can keep it to yourself. But the moment you're taking it to Facebook or Twitter, and, you know, letting the world know that someone thinks this of me, I have done it myself. So I'm not preaching here.
Also talking about that, I have a few male friends who think that if they they'll install the app, they will probably not get a single message. So there's this fear that what if I'm not even acknowledged on social media? What if people are not thinking about me? They don't have a view on me. So I think that also reflects something.
It's a bit of a relief, isn't it?
Maybe for people like you,
some people are bothered by it.
Some
but
people are bothered
I-
that,
I'm
that
not
nobody is talking about them, or they're not popular enough.
I mean,
Again,
to be honest, I've received only four messages, and a part of me is very happy that that is the case. But yeah, I mean, I do think some people would be very bothered by that. That if you receive very few messages, I see people on my feed, they're posting all these messages, and there's nobody really think about me or talk about me.
I'm one of them.
But you say you get a lot of messages.
I do.
Yeah.
She's saying that if she doesn't,
If
then
you didn't get messages.
But for first 2 days, I did not get a single message, and I was depressed. That
so
something wrong with me.
Definitely affects people.
It does, but this is not the first time where a app or a website of this kind
There was,
has
I
come
think
up.
in 2011 or 12, there was this trend of confessions. Like schools would have pages called confessions of, let's say,
Oh, yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Ask.fm. Ask.fm was
Yeah, and
there.
then this thing called I don't know about this,
Ask.fm
but-
and Whisper. Yeah, these two apps were there where you could anonymously share in, but Whisper was not connected to Facebook and all. Ask.fm was there, which I think was a little bit similar to Sarahah, but Sarahah has taken it to another level. It got viral within a week. Ask.fm was not referred by a lot of people also because it was that was a website. I think I'm talking about 2010 or 11. So this is not the first time, but I think since it's a mobile application, it's easier for people to use and just throw all the things around, words around, and then be happy about it. But I think
it's cool, especially.
but I think it will fade.
It's already,
I think it's already faded.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that my entire Facebook timeline is filled up with
My Instagram is filled with this. I'm not
so
even
people
on
are
the
saying
app.
there are ways where you can deactivate or block the entire feed. Like if suppose I block that Sarahah's link, so if he posts something through that app, I won't be able to see. So there are ways where we can, and we can remove our account also, but that can be done from the web.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people are doing that right now because
Yeah,
they're
I
getting
think it's
irritated.
fading off.
It's fading off.
Another reason why I think Sarahah became such a popular thing is because it's that that whole concept of hide and seek. Like you post something and I'll try to spot you. I'll try to find out who gave me this compliment. This whole secret lover kind of approach. It's the whole Romeo Juliet thing that even inspired people.
Gives you a
these days.
little.
Yeah, it just boosts you a little.
Yeah.
Makes you.
And specifically such a boring life, sometimes
Social media
our
becomes
schedules
fun for a
are
while.
pretty tied up, but then this is a little hint of masala, I guess.
So while it has its the negative connotations, like Sanjana pointed out, it has the it can it encourage bullies. It can encourage.
Yeah, I think it's
narcissism.
a big platform for cyberbullying and online harassment. I'm sure it has happened to a lot of
even people can send you threats, whatever.
threats, right? Like you received
But
one.
at the same time, it has made people feel good.
Good about themselves.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you go to Twitter, you have so much hatred, and I mean, it's most known for hatred and bad
Sarahah is
news.
a twisted anonymous version of Twitter, I think.
But Sarahah
a little positive perhaps.
yeah, Sarahah, at least you get that very cheesy, whatever, cheesy
proposals, yeah.
bit
to be very
of
honest.
happiness, whatever you get. So, and it's also already fading. So as long as it's not doing any major harm, it's fine.
If you're not getting
Just
any
don't bully
negative
people.
Yeah, if you're not getting any negative messages, then I think you're with the right people. But if you are getting negative
Yeah,
and
again,
if you
you need to
are
change your
sending
friends.
negative messages, then
Just
let's
stop
not
bullying. You
No,
want to
then
bully.
change your friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't delete the app, change your friends.
So I think we've spoken a lot about this. We have given our peace of mind. We should wrap it
do
up
let
now.
us know what kind of messages you've been receiving.
And what do
hate,
you
good
think
ones.
about
Yeah.
Sarahah, if it should stay, if it should go, or if it's just a passing phase, that doesn't matter at all. Whatever you think and whatever you would like us to talk about next time, like on FYI, do let us know and we'll get back to you. Bye.
Till then, bye.